Yep, I think it's on. Yeah. Okay. Seems like we're on. All right. Yeah, we are here. Okay, I'm gonna close it so it doesn't stream two videos. All right, so where are we here? Go back. All right, got it. I'm gonna share screen. We're going to start the report. I gotta let someone in. Okay, hang on. Um, okay, are we all in? All right, we got a new moon on February 9th coming up. So this is the Sidereal report. Hang on, someone else is coming. Everyone's coming in late. So we got an interesting new moon and a good full moon. I was taking a look at the chart. Well, the new moon, February 9th, will be in Capricorn, 19 degrees. But if you notice on the chart, everything is over on this side. You have Venus and Mars conjunct with Pluto. Then you got Mercury. Uh, Mercury is conjunct with all of these except, is Mercury conjunct Pluto? Yeah, Pluto. Yeah. So Pluto and so all these are conjunct. Then you got the new moon, and then you got Saturn, and then you got Neptune and Pisces. And what this looked like to me is, this is the darkest times, And I just saw yesterday, hang on a second. I just saw like, well, today, because I was like looking at the news, that tomorrow is Groundhog Day. And I'm looking at this report because this is awakening to the climb into rebirth through darkness. Because all these planets are pretty much in the dark times when we traverse the dark winters, the cold, and then we come out to Aries, and Uranus is in Aries in 17 degrees Aries. So what was interesting was I remember that we were dealing with a Uranus in retrograde, and it made us kind of look back to ask a question of where do you want to settle with this new change that you're awakening to? Because you remember Uranus was in Aries for a long time. Then it jumped into Taurus, so it was time to settle. Then it came back into Aries. So I wrote here one more time. And so what I did was I played a little kind of game with myself. I said, when was the last time, and you could do this now if you want, when was the last time before it went retrograde that Uranus was in 17 degrees Aries? And I pulled up the date, and it was March 12th. So that was the last time. And so if you go to your phone, that's how I can check my memories and stuff, what I was up to. Go to your phone on May 12th. May 12th. Go to your phone and look at photos or your calendars, maybe whatever you use to hint to yourself what I was doing at this time. And for me, I look at my photos, and it was like spot on with what I'm dealing with now again. So it's like Uranus is doing it one more time again. Okay, so what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do this time? You just went through seeing what you want, coming back away from it, questioning, is that what you want? And then you're about to do it again through more darkness, more heavy winter suppressed energy. So I don't know if you guys did that. Did you go to your phone and look at May 12th? Because what I did was I ran a synastry chart right here in Prometheus. Let me see. Okay, so this is May 12th. You can see Uranus and Sun were conjunct in Aries. And then the moon was in Capricorn. So it's a similar makeup because we have a new moon in Capricorn. And I'll show you the synastry chart. Let me just move these things around. Here you go.
Not to interject, I just look. So, hey, that's so cool. So for myself, is when I created my new cover for my calendar. That is so. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Oh
That's
yeah,
so.
yeah. See, it kind of like you're like, well, it gets more interesting. So, I'm gonna draw because that will help us see it. So let's give this a second to come up. Okay, so check it out. So the inner wheel is May 12th. So this was what we were dealing with last year. And we can see here last year, Sun-Uranus conjunction in Aries. And now we can see here Uranus and Uranus are conjunct. So we have a Sun-Uranus energy here. Then you look here, you have a new moon. So we want to pay attention to that in Capricorn. The moon was in Capricorn at that time. So you see the crazy connection? This Pluto, Venus, Mars was also in a conjunction. So we almost had the same play. So a lot of new moon energy, like a lot of moon energy attached to this. Uranus, moon. So I don't know. To me, it just woke something up. So then now we want to fast forward. What I like to do is fast forward to the full moon in. Oh, that went too far. Hang on a second. Um, that's better on my mouse. Give me 1 second. Oh, things are flying everywhere. So now give this a sec to open. Yeah, I'm not able to see my bar here. Give me 1 second. Of course, it's the last one, right? I'm gonna head up here. Hang on. All right, there we go. Wrong one. Hang on. Yeah, I don't know why I'm not able to. Give me 1 second. It's interesting. I'm not able to grab. Don't know why. You guys see my screen, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we see it.
emails and the website.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Um. Hmm. Oh, you know why? Because I have this. Yeah, I have too much open, and it's like. So give me one. I'll try it one more time to do it with this one. Um. I think I hit it too much. Okay, that should be it right there. Okay, there we go. So this is the full moon that's coming up on the 24th. And this is a lot more action. So, right. So this moon will be in Leo. This full moon on February 24th will be in Leo. And I kind of picked up right away. We have the same Venus Mars conjunction with Pluto. And there's a trine to the south node in Virgo. And this just, even in the sky, what it looks like, and I'll show that in a second if I don't have a problem. I might want to do a screen share again to do it, but we can see here that this Venus in Capricorn gives an energy of, I look at it as, we're dealing with polarized energy, so masculine, feminine, however you want to look at it, divine masculine, divine feminine, but it's in Capricorn, so there's a sense of responsibility that takes place. And then you have Pluto just entering into Capricorn, which is now like almost like a duty to realize what I wrote here was it's like a duty. It's our duty to realize and remember creation through using polar energies, using opposing energies, polar opposites. And And the healthy way is the masculine and the feminine working together. That's your responsibility, is to create using that energy. I mean, right now the world is a little different because it's a lot of dominant energy. So there's a lot of heavier energy, and that's the polar energy. It's like negative energy and then the positive energy. So if we can remember, because you see it's hitting the South Node in Virgo. So this now you're dealing with South Node in Virgo is remembering the union of the two forces is needed for creation. Because Virgo is creation, it's divine sky mother goddess. This is the Sophia. This is the lessons of the divine mother. So we're being set up to learn or remember how to do this. And that's the next full moon. And Capricorn, so Saturn, because we're dealing with the Capricorn energy. So Saturn, Sun conjunction in Aquarius with Mercury. Work needed to manifest the heart desire because it's opposing the moon in Leo, which is trine Jupiter in Aries, which is it's confidence, success, and Leo moon is heart energy. So this is now you need to balance your heart energy and the work and the hard work that's needed to manifest. You have to balance it with your heart desire. See that balance of oppositions are balancing, but there's a balancing that needs to happen. So I'm going to stop share and reshare again, and I'm going to try to do this one more time. Oh, I think I know what's going on here. This thing is okay. So I'm going to share screen, and I want to show you Stellarium because I like to look at what the actual sky looks like when things are going on. And fuck AI. So um here it is right here. So on that morning, the 24th, Stellarium, which everyone should have, it's a free software. I wanted to see what we got going on. So on the 24th, on the new moon, Venus and Mars are morning stars together because right now Venus is a morning star. She rises just before the sun. So you can see here the sun is right here on the horizon. And then you have Venus and Mars conjunct. So you have the divine masculine, feminine, and Capricorn. So call to duty of union. We're being called to, remember what union creates. And look at it in the sky. It's a beautiful scene. It's like the morning stars right before sunrise. And so you go out before the sun comes up on the 24th. So you have the new moon. Well, you have a full moon on February 24th. It shows 8 in the morning. So technically, you can go out. Well, February is cold for you guys up north, but you go out in the evening. You enjoy a nice full moon because it's 8 in the morning. It goes exact. So you enjoy a nice full moon. And if you want, you wake up or you watch the moon set. I don't know if you've ever done this. The moon sets while the sun rises at the same time because what creates the full moon is the directly opposition. So they'll be up, one will be going down while one will be coming up. So before that, while the moon is setting, you look out and you see Venus and Mars in the horizon east, and then the sun will slowly come up. And just a beautiful scene. And then know that Mercury is combust with the sun. You can't see it. So it's burning up. A lot of time when I see a Mercury combust sun, that's like all information just comes out. Like everything you need to work with just comes out. So that could be a good thing because Mercury it's with Saturn and Sun in Aquarius. This will give an energy of like, here's everything you need to remember what you need to do. Because sometimes Mercury is involved with sometimes it's related to amnesia. So a lot of times when you look at charts or rebirth charts, you look at where Mercury is and you can say, oh, you remember, like you drank from the river Nemesis. Nemesis is the Greek river of, it's said that you drink from Nemesis before before you go to sleep. So sleep or death or whatever, you drink from Nemesine before you die. So when you wake up, you remember who you are. And so this is a good time for that. Remember who you are. Union. Working with the divine forces of the masculine and the feminine. So that's what I see for the new moon culminating into full moon. So we see how that works. And then want to just kind of look at some transits. I just want to point out some important ones. I'll move my camera, make these smaller. I mean, I saw a big one that's going on right now up until the 19th. So this is good for new moon energy. You have Jupiter sextile Saturn. So Jupiter in Aries, that's always a nice force. And Saturn is in Aquarius. That's kind of, Saturn is learning the lessons of the new world. And so this is a good force to work with. This is like a accomplished force. A lot of these are kind of small hits, but we can see here we have a Mercury Pluto conjunction. That's when it goes exact. Those are good to work with because because we noticed that we talked about Mercury is dropping some information. There's going to be a big unload. And when Mercury, I'm moving stuff as I talk, so I'm a little distracted. When Mercury and Pluto hit, that's the hidden. So if for whatever reason you feel stuck with information of what do I need to have to work with, like what is it, is what is missing, focus on these dates, February 4th through the 6th, because that will bring out the hidden information needed to manifest. Because remember, we spoke about manifesting using Mercury, Sun, Pluto, I think, right? That was in Aquarius. Okay, so that's a good energy to work with. Chiron, South Node, opposing South Node, but then it's also conjunct North Node. So Chiron, for those of you who are 50, like my age, are having a Chiron return. So there's a lot of triggers that can happen with where are you going and and what have you learned before, and are you on your path of on your healing path? So that's an energy that could be coming up. Also, it's looking like January, February 10th, kind of just goes on through the month. So that's something too. As we're having this kind of awakening, it's like, you know, um, what for me, it's like, are you on your path? Like, is what's feeding your heart? Like, where do you really want to be? So these are all the things that we see going on. Here's the conjunctions that we saw: Saturn conjunct Sun. All that's going to be towards the end of the month. So Venus Pluto conjunction, that's always a sweet kind of thing. But that's what we saw going on here. So that's what that rising Venus morning star, Inanna, coming through the initiation, being born again in the east. With Pluto, this is like a resurrection energy. So keep an eye out for that. And then Mars also with Pluto. So that's that whole full moon rising thing that we were looking at. So that's what we got going on. That's pretty much all the important ones that I saw. So anybody have anything to add? Any questions? Any insight to what I went over? Yeah? Don't everybody talk at once?
What would you with yourself or what you're noticing with your clients, what exactly would you think would be good to work on as we're moving through these particular transits?
Mm-hmm. Um, for clients in general, you mean? Like your clients, or you mean me clients, or just everybody in general?
Yeah, I'm just like from your just looking over like the people you work with, like with this energy, or even just here, like what would be projects or self things to work on that will move, where you will be able to move through this energy and use it
Right,
within projects or personal development.
right. I think with this Uranus in retrograde, Uranus was in Aries for a while, pretty much during this. That was the great awakening that we've always been working on. And um, then we got into a place when Uranus hit Taurus, and it was like, okay, we're gonna settle here. We're gonna settle with all the change here. And then it went back into Aries, and it's like, whoa, maybe not. So maybe this could be a time, I mean, for me too, to focus on what really what really matters, number one, like what really matters here. And then um, what's the value in that for you, and what's the value on that for everyone involved. So I think it's a value thing of where do you want to be? Where will you be able to sit without feeling like you need to be somewhere else? Because that's what that Uranus
Ah,
energy
okay.
created, you know?
That
So
makes sense.
where do you like so I believe this is a lot of inner focus of like where do you really want to be? Not where you're being pushed to. I mean, for me, I've been through that. I've been on the journey with this new boat I bought, and everywhere I land where I think I'm going to be okay, it doesn't work out. And I'm like being pushed at this point of like, you can't be here, you can't be here, you can't be there. And then finally, I'm like, wait, how about I just say where I want to be and what works for me and make a mutual agreement with a place to be. So, because I need to focus again. I'm traveling and doing all these things, and it's like been so hard. So that's what I'm seeing, and I'm seeing with a lot of people, like where do you need to be where you need to stop changing things, or where you need to feel like situations are pushing you around, because I'm seeing people making decisions based on what they're being pushed against. And
Right.
it's like, wait a second, you're a master manifestor. You're creating your entire existence. Where do you want? What do you want, and what makes sense? And
Can I say something to you? Can I speak to
yeah.
that?
Hmm.
I'm sorry, my jaw is swollen, so my speech is a bit impaired.
Okay,
Um,
no problem.
just the fact, and this is what I've been excavating with myself,
Hmm.
even with being a mother, the label mother and
Hmm.
its interpretation of being the nurturer, always being there above and beyond. I've done a lot of deactivating in that because I am not just a mother. And so what it wanted to do, because all of my daughters are grown women, but what it wanted to do was keep me, the interpretation and the social norm, I should say, wanted to keep me always available. And that always available for their emergencies, whatever, or either their therapist telling them everything was my fault. I actually spoke up for myself and told one of my daughters, you're going to get your therapist punched in the face because everything is not my fault. And
Hmm.
if I sit here and continue to keep being only identifying with the mother, then to what degree am I missing myself? I have
Hmm.
things that I want to do. I have places that I want to show up in the world. I want to authentically be in that place without
Hmm.
always having something hovering over me like I have to wait for you all. So
Hmm.
I've done a lot of the excavating, and I literally can feel the distinction now when I am in a place that I authentically want to be, and then what is being pulled and tugged. And through courtesy, I end up saying yes, but then I'm uncomfortable.
Right.
Um, so I think I'm going to wrap it up.
Hmm.
Even being connected to you and
Hmm.
your energy of you are on your boat, you're on
Hmm.
your journey, but that's where you are.
Hmm.
Your journey is moving wherever you want to move on your boat. But the fact that you are our teacher, our support, our help, and you're coming from a settled place, but that settled place is in motion, I think energetically, indirectly strengthens me
Hmm.
to choose my spot, even if it means I'm moving. Um,
Yeah. Hmm.
yeah, so like I want to have tiny homes. I want to live in some tiny homes, but
Hmm.
I also love mansions. So
Yeah.
it is, before it would be like, okay, pick this, pick that. And even my decision making was being coerced or bullied through what
Hmm.
other people thought.
Oh
So
yeah.
I think even being connected to you even gives us that ability to
Hmm.
say, hey, this is what I'm going to do. Like when you were traveling in your, in your your trailer and you were driving around and this is where I'm gonna be. I'm gonna watch the sunset here. Connecting to that energy, it kind of loosens you from the definitions that are so harshly placed on you,
Oh yeah.
you know, in the world. So I do use that. I use that energy of you, you know,
Yeah.
as well in making that decision. So I see how I'm going to use it, but I'm glad I'm connected to you as well because you're like
Oh,
an
thank you.
example of it.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, stability and motion, right? Oh, motion.
Yes.
It's like, whew, that's a good lesson for us. Yeah. Because I definitely feel more healthier, to be honest. Like I'm looking, I lost a lot of extra stuff all over me. My body is a little more toned, so like I'm actually healthy. I'm eating well because I cook my meals and stuff instead of
Yes.
running around and being like, oh, pizza, okay. Yeah. So it's really cool. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. That was good to hear. Yeah. Yeah. So we're going through it. Yeah, I can see it too in the world. It's just like there's so much of like you're gonna plug into this convenient world. I mean, with the AI and the everything is convenient, or you're going to I don't know, like that's what I feel like a little bit like I'm stopping chasing. I'm stopping the chase. Like with all the stuff that I see in the world going on. It's like I don't need any of that.
Mhm.
It's getting
Yeah.
old, huh?
No, I said I agree.
Yeah, 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 cool. All right, everyone. Anybody have anything to share? So anything else?
So you said May 12th. It was for last year, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, look at like just look at your stuff. I just did a little kind of like, let me check this out. And I looked and I'm like, oh my God, I'm kind of feeling that same stuff right now.
Let me see if I. I'm gonna see if I can. Am I able to share it real quick?
Yeah, I think you can share. Try it.
Because it's so crazy what you were saying, right?
Huh?
When it comes to like everything all added together,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just like, what? I was like, yeah. Like once you see this, you're gonna realize what I'm talking about. Because I'm just like, he just said everything, like everything that you said, even with the what is it called? The with the full moon as well, and the
Yeah.
Venus and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Look at the bottom title though.
Hang on, it's still coming up. Maybe because the internet. Oh yeah. Okay. Is that? Oh, it's your calendar. Yeah. Right on.
Yeah, this is when we
Beginning of
finished it.
time.
Yeah, and then when you start saying beginnings and things of that nature, I said,
Oh yeah,
"Wow!"
yeah.
I was like, "Yo, why?"
Yeah.
He's like
Yeah.
in my head right now. But
All
yeah, this is
cyclical,
what I ended
man.
up doing on that day. Like we
Mm-hmm.
literally finally got it printed. We got everything
Mm-hmm.
printed that day, or how you say the PDFs really. Got all the
Right.
PDFs ready to put online, and what you saying that date, I'm like, oh, so that gives me an idea
Right.
to go ahead and finish up what I
Right.
need to do for this next year's calendar.
Right. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. Good. Good. Good.
Yeah, that is so cool. I appreciate that. I'm gonna tell all my people that too. All my clients. I'm like, yeah, my teacher told me, da, 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 da. So I want y'all to realize, look at what you have and da 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 da, and go there. And then the part about the new, like there's no, how they say, what's the right word? The right word is realizing that we don't have to keep up with the Joneses no more.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
biggest part of it, though. Like for real. Like we do not. Like
Yeah. Yeah. No doubt. Yeah.
it's about being free thinkers for real. Like we do not have to be
Uh-huh.
society's BYTCHs anymore. Like for real. Because we
Yeah.
understand
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
all the different changes, and we realized those changes back in. So that was when it was in Taurus, May 12th, or that was like when we was first started. I think that was when we first started.
Yeah. Yeah. It was in yeah, it was in Aries, right?
Yeah.
It was in
And then
Aries going into Taurus. Yeah, it went into Taurus, and it was in Taurus of yeah.
mhm.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna make me look back on a lot of that stuff because I know I made videos and all kinds of stuff, but I know I'm gonna look on the page because I know we had a I know we had like something on the page. It's gonna
Mm-hmm.
make me look for it. I'm definitely gonna look for it and repost it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. May 12th. Look at in or around that time, you know. So yeah. All right,
Yeah,
peeps.
man. Are you prepared for your trip though?
Yeah, I'm getting ready and getting ready to for Egypt too. And yeah, so whoever wants to join up on that the virtual tour, I think I put a few links out there, so you can sign up for that. But yeah,
Oh,
it
okay. I
was
didn't see that. I've been real busy. Well, not real busy, but between my own healing and then doing re-plugging in all the agencies and things, I
yeah,
definitely want to look at that. Because I
yeah,
want to
okay.
be a support this year too.
Yeah. Well, here is I'll put a link. I'll put a link. I'll put a few of those
Okay.
links. Yeah. Um, this is if you guys already own a master class or whatever. This will hang on, I'm trying to find this chat. This is this is the virtual course, a virtual tour without a course. But if you don't have a course, I kind of want people to know about astrology. Um, because it just helps because if when you're on this temple transmission journey with us and we're sharing information, it's good if people know astrology. So this one has the level 1 and level 2. So this is the natal chart and the aspects. So save these two links if you guys want to join, and you can read about the virtual tour and you can see it shows a little bit of the Code 12 movie that I was in, searching for the 13 zodiac sign, and one of the yeah, maybe I'll share my screen again. Hang on a second. Um, okay. Yeah, so here's like one of the pages. So you can see this movie I was in, Code 12, right here. This was the I can get this to stay still. That'd be great. Basically, I opened up the connection on the first trip in Egypt between the Imhotep and the Fucus and the Christ, which is really the Christos, which is really the energy of awakening. And this is the serpent bearer. The serpent is the Kundalini energy that's in us. And it's referred to in Egypt as the serpent of chaos because if you don't have control over it, you are in chaos. And most humans are in chaos, which is the whole concept of the 13th sign is harnessing that energy so we're no longer in chaos. And of course, the controllers of this society that we live in don't want you to be in control of your own makeup. You know, so this is the idea behind the movie Code 12. So I bring in Imhotep, but now I'm searching deeper for the Imhotep Ophiuchus connection because I'm realizing that there's a lot more in Egypt that we need to see about Imhotep. Imhotep is the creator, is the grand architect of the pyramids. He's related to Thoth. So anyway, so that I give you a free course with that if you don't have a course already. So that will be 444 is discount here. And the other one is 333. If you already have a course and you just want to be on this mission. So basically the virtual tour is we go through the temples of Egypt. I'm there for a month this time. And I video with a tour guide, Suhaila Hussein, who was the tour guide for John Anthony West. So if you don't know who John Anthony West is, he's the guy that came up with the Sphinx theory, that the Sphinx is older than what they're telling us because it points to the east and it's a lion. So it was resurrected during the age of Leo. So it's over 10,000 years old.
It's way over that. Like he's, would you say not to interrupt, but that's not even a theory. It's a real fact.
Yeah,
Like,
because
it's a
he's
real
saying
fact.
what the proof is now is like, well, if we agree on that, this monument was built on the age of Leo, because that was the trick that he did. Not a trick, but that was the the, the, the chess that he played. So we agree on that, right? Everybody's like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense because we know that ancient cultures build monuments facing east with the zodiac symbolism signifying that it was built in this age. This is how old it is. And he goes, you agree, yeah? Okay. So now we have Robert Schoch here, who's going to now prove that this is water erosion. And the last time we had water erosion to create this was not 10,000 years ago. It was the last age of Leo, which is now looking at 35,000 years ago, right? Do you agree, Mamatef? Like that old.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you want, I can pull up my my little rendition of the calendar, and I can literally show you.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, in a second
Literally.
when I'm done with that. Yeah. So she's going to be our guide and she guides me through Egypt. So with that link that I gave you, those two links, I might even have it here. You might have, or it might have been in the emails that went out, but there was a link that's showing you just two of the trips that I took with her. I have, like, for example, we did the entire Saqqara complex, which is Imhotep's complex. That was his own complex. That was Imhotep built for Joseph, the Pharaoh Joseph. But that one site, we have 16 20-minute videos. So now that's just one day. We have 16 videos generating one day. So this is what we're doing for a whole month. And probably like 2.5 to 3 weeks out of the month, we're going to be journeying like this. And you'll have those videos. You have those videos, then there's a community that we can chat on and talk about what we've experienced, watching the videos, hearing the conversations, being part of it. So it's like you're going to be with us while you're home, you know? And yeah, so that's what this is. So hopefully you guys can join us. This is going to be major mission. This is Emotep. We're searching for the Emotep, strong 13 sign connection. So also one more thing, since I am sharing stuff, let me see. I do have one mentor student just finished. So as I'm traveling, I have space for one more. Um, and this is I have a deal too. That was the thing I'm trying to look for. Let me just try to find that for you. I think this is it. Because I changed the way you access my masterclass now. So you can read this here. But before my masterclass, you can buy it however, but now you have to do my mentor program for 3 months. So we do one-on-one sessions, 12 sessions, one-on-one, and I actually help you develop your business rather than just teaching you astrology. I help you do do a business. So here's the link here, and you also get the masterclass with it, which is originally the masterclass was $9.99 or $11.91 if you paid in payments, and then you get a certificate as an astrologer, and you have one-on-one training with me. And I made a discount for $9.99. So $490 off is what you get on this. Because my mentor program for 3 months is $14.89. So that's pretty much all I got to share. So yeah, let me stop sharing. All right. Yeah, let me just make sure this is not a student or my daughter texting. Okay, no. Okay. What do you want to? Okay, Ramatef, you want to share? You want to share something? You were saying? Are you there? Oh, he dropped off.
No, I'm
Okay.
here.
Oh, okay. Share that real quick because I gotta get rolling. But you wanted to
So,
share something on your calendar?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I showed you this before, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna show everybody again real quick. Which one? Which one? Is it this one? Yeah, right here.
Mm-hmm.
So now, just to give everybody a rundown real quick. So the outer ring is the ages. Inner ring, we know is the sun signs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now, when we go to where we're at, we understand that we are in the age of Pisces,
Mm-hmm.
and we know that the sun is pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So when we talk about the age that they were in, right? When we talk about the age of Leo, you gotta understand that the age of Leo is right here. When the
Mm-hmm.
sun was here, that lets you know how long it was. So
Mm-hmm.
now the thing you have to also remember is that, the first story is during the flood, right? When people say the flood was basically
Mm-hmm.
11,000 years ago, but it was longer than that. So what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying is that we have to go around the wheel not only twice, but possibly four times
Mm. Wow.
in order for us to get to that particular time when they actually built it. Because when you look at the what is it called, the dream stellar, the
Mm-hmm.
dream stellar gives you the date
Mm-hmm.
itself. I was going to look for that, but I know we're pressed for time. But
Mm-hmm.
dream stellar, it tells you the date, and then when you go by the date and you go by the ages, you're going to find exactly, well, not 100%, but at least 90% when they started making that, and then also when that stellar was introduced on that sphinx.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah, it's like so 4 times 100,000 years. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Wow. 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 Okay.
Because at first we've been telling people, 22,000 because of just going around the circle in a sense. But
Yeah.
then when we start really doing the calculations, like we're talking hundreds of thousands. And I say that because you go to the site called the Adams calendar, and most people are aware of it, but a lot of people aren't. But if you Google the Adams calendar, you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
find a location with a horse stone out in South America. I said South America, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
It's South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
and that's already predated 160,000 years. But
Wow.
what they're
Amazing.
trying to hide it, they dropped it back down to like 60,000 years. But at the same time, if you're gonna drop something to 60,000 years, you just took 100,000 off of it.
Wow.
You feel
Yeah.
me? And that thing was there too, and that thing has erosion on that as well.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Amazing. Thanks, man. But we got to roll. I got to roll too, man. Thanks for everybody for showing up tonight. And let's roll through February. Let's see how that goes. All right, Pete. Peace. I'll see you
Peace.
guys. Okay.